I hope you are doing well. So today is our day 8 of doing 50 SQL problems on Leetcode. Our today's problem is about finding the customers who visited a store but did not make any transactions. So here we are given two tables, visits and transactions. Visit have two columns. One is primary key, that is visit ID, and another one is customer ID, okay, which is probably coming from another table as foreign key. Okay, so then another table is transactions that have three columns: transaction ID, which is a primary key, then we have visit ID as foreign key coming from the visits table, and then we have amount, which will have how much for how much amount that did the user made any transactions. So actually whenever a customer visits a store, a row is added in visits table with by assigning it a unique visit ID and getting the customer ID. However, if the customer makes any transaction, means purchases something from the store, then a row is added in the transactions table with a unique transaction ID. The visit ID means on which visit the customer made the transactions and the amount total amount for that transaction. Okay, so now we have to write a solution to find the IDs of those users, those customers who visited the store without making any transaction. Okay, and then we have to count, means display how many times did they visit the store without making any transaction. Like let's say now let's solve this example test case where we have a visits table and then a transactions table. So we have to list down those customer IDs. We have to list down customer IDs, and then we have to count how many times did they visit it without making any transactions. Okay, so we are going to apply either join on both tables based on the visit ID, or we can make use of not in clause. Okay, so I will be going with this method. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to visit each row. We have to check each row in the visits table and check if this visit ID exists in this or not. We have to get those IDs which does not exist in transaction table. Okay, and if it does not exist in the transaction table, then we have to get the customer ID. So let's do it one by one. Like we parse the visit ID 1, it is in the transactions table, so nothing in the result. Then we have visit ID 2, it is also in the transaction table, so nothing in the result. Then we have visit ID 4, which is not in the transactions table, so we are going to add the customer ID here. Okay, the customer ID against 4. Okay, then we have 5, visit ID 5. Visit ID 5 is also in the transactions table, so we are going to exclude it. Then we have 6. 6 is not in the transactions table, so we are going to add 6 in here. Okay, then we have 7. 7 is also not in transactions table, so customer ID against 7 is also in the result. Then we have 8. 8 is not in transactions table, so customer ID against that visit ID 8 is also included in the customer IDs in the result. Now we have this. We need to group this by customer ID so that we can make a count. So we have to count and group by applying the group by clause on this. So what we will get after applying group by clause is 31, 96, 1, 54, 2. Okay, and we can either display it this way, or we can sort it in descending order based on the count, and then our result will be reversed. Okay, so that's how we will solve this problem. Now let's try to write the solution. So we have to select, then we have from, then we have where, and then as I told you we have group by. Okay, so what we have to select is we have to select customer ID, and we have to count customer ID. Right, now we have to from where we are getting customer IDs, from visits table. Now where visit id is not in select visit id from transactions. Okay, means the current visit id is not in the anywhere in the transactions table. Okay, and then we have to group by customers id, and we have also apply order by clause. And let's give some name to counter. What we have to name it is count no transactions. Okay, so we have to apply order by clause on this, and we have to name it as this. So that's how it will work. Now let's run the query to see if we did it right or not. Okay, we got the error invalid object name transactions. So I think typo in the table name. Let's correct it and run again. Yes, we have passed the test case. Now let's submit the solution to run it against all the test cases and see if we pass all test cases or not. You can also try the same problem with left join, or if you have any other thing in mind, you can try that as well and let me know if it works. Okay, so we have passed all the test cases. That's it. See you tomorrow. Bye.